won all their games. So the onus is on Kenya to maintain that standard so that when they meet tomorrow, that game will be the determinant on who goes forward. Let's take a look at the team roster. At number 4 for Kenya is Victor Bosire, the MVP of the National League. Number 5, Griffin Ligare. Number 6, Eric Mtoro. Number 7, Fahim Juma. Number 8, Robert Nyakundi. Number 9, Victor Chiang. Number 10.
Number 6, Nijimbere Gibert. 7, Ninziza Alvin. 8, Musoda Regi. Number 9, Ndagijamana Olimoga. Number 10, Bujeje Romi. And they are coached by Coach Olivier Ndayorgije. And that is your lineup for the Burundi side. As I mentioned earlier, tough loss against South Sudan yesterday. It wasn't really a surprise, but what a fight Burundi put up against a strong South Sudan side. 16 points for number 10, Gibert Nijimbere, and he really is one of the players that you need to watch out for in this matchup. Excellent point guard, also supported well by Jean Hakizamana, who had 13 points on 100% shooting effort from the field. Very impressive, especially considering who their opponents were last night. And for me, those are the two players to watch for on the front, in the backcourt. In the front court, definitely keep an eye on Regi Musoda, who had 8 points last night and was able to go head-to-head with the big South Sudanese forwards. How is he going to handle the likes of Desmond Owili and Bush Wamukota? I think he's got it under his bag to take it to them just as much as he did last night to the South Sudanese side.
You know, also one player that it would be remiss of us not to mention will be that man right there, number 6, Eric Mutoro. The Ulinzi point guard had a terrific night, playing 29 minutes, shooting 38% from the three-point line, ending up with a plus-minus of plus 22, and then in the game with a total of 31 points, 3 rebounds, 0 turnovers. An impressive outing by the soldier who applies his trade for Ulinzi. It's going to be an interesting matchup. And remember, you know, the team that plays first has the least pressure. So South Sudan played earlier on today. Impressive victory against their opponents in the Tanzania. So now the pressure is all on Kenya. But Kenya have been through the wars. And if you remember in yesterday's game, down 2 points at halftime, and everyone was pressing the panic button. But Eric Mtoro said, hold on, I got you. He must be walking with a gait because he put the whole Kenya squad on his back. Impressive performance by the Morans yesterday. And it was really a team effort as well.
It really was, Fidel. We have to mention Ariel Lokal, who, though he had 11 points, snatched down 21 boards.
What?
And they're calling him the board man. Double-double for him last night. Beast mode was fully activated. And I was very impressed with what he was able to accomplish against Somalia.
Very efficient performance, and some of the fans turning up for this game. Stadium is slowly filling to capacity. And of course, everyone hoping, majority of the fans in the stadium hoping that the home team delivers. And they're about to tip off. It's Desmond Owili, rather, who wins the tip. And you can see what it means to this team, showing the energy. They swing the ball. Valentine Nyakinda, Desmond Owili, rather, on top of the key, gives it up to his point guard. Bush Omukota Gets the ball stripped. Drive into the basket, and Valentine Nyakinda taking the foul, sacrificing himself, not giving up an easy basket. That was a hard foul.
It really was. I don't know if it was absolutely necessary, though. I mean, it's the first basket of the game. A lot of minutes ahead. I know. I think Valentine should have just let him score it. And Guibert is definitely not the player that you want to go to the free throw line. Has no problem knocking him down.
He had a solid game yesterday as well. He's one of those underrated players, but fearless. Slashes and drives to the basket. Speaking of fearless, that man with the ball, bringing the ball up for the Kenya Morans. And you can see him moving without the ball, going to the right wing. And they kick it out to Griffin Ligare. Deadly from three, in and out, no good. But the rebound comes to him and he gets fouled. One of the better rebounding guards that we have in this tournament, despite his stature.
Griffin Ligare probably not standing any taller than 5'8", but pull boards down with some of the best post players in this league. Valentine Nyakinda working his way to the hoop. He's blocked. And it's a quick pass to Hakizimana. Hakizimana, nice tip, but not lucky.
Nice pass in Mutoro. He hasn't cooled down from last night. Getting that three-pointer, but transition defense letting them down there. Burundi come back quickly to answer them back.
Sorry.
Rebound there goes to Burundi. Guibert for a three-point shot. That one didn't look like it was anywhere close to the basket. Goes out for Kenya's possession.
Three-point shots, definitely not Burundi's strength, I would say, Fidel. They scored 38 of their 59 total points last night in the paint. And this is a team that really knows how to move that ball well on transition offense, as Eric Mutoro, short this time. I'm sure we'll see a lot more attempts from him. But I think, again, Burundi, or any team really, focus on your strengths. When that starts to fail, then you can take a look at other options. Hakizimana unsuccessful from the wing. Griffin Ligare pushing it on offense.
Slip and slide there.
It's a nice soft touch.
He almost slipped and fell there, but maintained composure. The poise just hanging in the air. And Guibert, the local fans thought and felt that he pushed off on Griffin. Bushwa Mkota trying to split the double team, and they say possession is Burundi. Yeah, there seemed to be a little bit of a push there. It could have gone either way. Good no call by the referees. If you're not sure, don't call anything. Been box out there. Nice defense there by Desmond Owili to alter the shot. Griffin's forcing the issue, but they call footwork, kickball rather, on number 13 there, Jimbere Pauline. Kenya ball. There's an air of nervousness in the home arena from the fans, not the players, I should point out.
I was going to say that, Fidel. Players are actually looking really good, very confident and settled, if I might use that word, as Mutoro splits the defense. Basket is short. Very big rebound for Desmond Owili. He's trying to get it back in. Seems to have thought he was fouled. And it's Hakizimana on the other end. Decides not to take on the long arms of Bushwa Mukota. Griffin Ligare, an easier opponent. Ball goes round and comes back out.
Jean Hakizimana finding it difficult. Undercutting Desmond Owili all alone at the basket. Brings the crowd to its feet. Jean. Gobert. Oh, nice behind the back pass. His teammate was not ready for that. Mutoro going all the way. Layup, no good. But there to clean it up is Desmond Owili. And you kind of sense that for Kenya to dominate in this game, they really need to rebound the ball well. Those second chance opportunities will come their way, and they need to take advantage of them. And they need to rebound the ball better, especially on the defensive end. And another fast break opportunity for Griffins Ligare. He misses, but a second chance opportunity for Eric Mtoro, the backcourt, combining to miss clear-cut chances. But they get the ball back. Ball goes back to Valentine Nyakinda. He gets fouled. But the big man, Musoba Reji.
Clear foul from the replay there. And a timeout has been called by Burundi, who need to get their house in order. Things have been a bit helter-skelter for them so far in this game. Bit of a low-scoring quarter. Kenya 9 points to Burundi 4 points. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Let's head on down to the floor and hear what the coaches have to tell their players.
Give us on our side. Guys, c'est quoi? Qui est censé marquer panier? C'est le porteur du ballon. On fait le porteur du ballon comme le Eric. On fait la défense convenablement, guys.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. And Burundi is starting off well there. Nice move by Gobert, but the dominant side was, of course, to start off with, if you look at the score, 9 points to 4 will be the Kenya Morans, especially that young man, Desmond Owili. He's been everywhere in the paint, very aggressive. And at the free throw line is Valentine Nyakinda, was fouled going to the basket. He makes the first free throw. It's a 6-point lead. And size-wise, these two teams look like they match up well together.
They do indeed, Fidel, although I do think Kenya has a slight edge on Burundi. And you can see they've scouted well. They're not giving Guibert any room to operate. That's a big man move from Reji Musoba. Take a look at that replay. Over the arms of Desmond Owili and Valentine Nyakinda.
That's where the discipline comes in terms of not fouling. And Valentine Nyakinda caught no man's land there, trying to recoup. Ariel Okala just checked into the game. Mutoro to Griffin. His shot gets blocked there. Nice defensive stance by Burundi. And you can see the typical defense that the Morans normally operate early on. Seen a press. Jean to Reji. Regi's shot is too strong, and Ariel Okala is off to the races. Two-man game between Valentine Nyakinda all the way to the basket. I felt he got that ball from way before the rim, but his long strides eventually elevated him to where he needed to be. Speaking of elevation, nice elevation on that jump shot. And Burundi keeping the Morans honest. They kick it out. Mutoro from the same spot. He's now 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. 16 points to 9.
Kenya Morans scoring well in the second, or bottom half of this first quarter. Jean Hakizamana and Guibert not getting comfortable, not getting the looks that they usually do against their opponents, and I think that's part of the reason why Burundi have not been able to score. Kenya Moran's doing a great job of making sure they're containing the backcourt for Burundi. Valentine Nyakinda, foul on the way up, very aggressive offensively in this tournament. We'll take a look at the replay right there. If he had to choose between the three-point shot and the drive to the hoop, he will always take that drive. And we can't be mad at that decision at all.
Valentine working the baseline really well. He knows if there's any contact, he's very good from the free throw line. Remember, you're watching day 4 of the FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifying tournament. Tournament will be held later on in the year, right? November. Valentine Nyakinda making his first free throw.
Morans have worked so hard to get to this position, Fidel. 2019 was a good year for them, as good players like Valentine Nyakinda were brought onto the squad. Eric Mutoro, also outstanding season for him in the regular season and in the national team assignments last year. I think the Morans really became the pride of Kenya. As
Bienvenue.
You're welcome.
See what you did there, Slale. Nice ball movement. Mutoro, another 3, in and out. No such luck this time round. And Jean with another 3 and a foul by Ariel Local. Coach Cliff Orr is relieved because if that was on Valentine Nyakinda, that would have been his 3rd foul. Turns out to be Ariel Local's first foul. 19 points to 12, a 7-point lead. Delicately balanced first quarter. Nice recovery there by Gweba. He kicks it out to Bienvenue, turn in the corner, trying to feed the big man. No such luck, and Kenya off to a fast break. Victor Bosire was just checked into the game, getting the ball to Bush. Bush working on the paint, and he gets fouled before he could pull a move by Reggie Musoba.
You know, we've been talking about lost arts, Fidel, perimeter shot. I think one of the quickly, or rather say another lost art that is going down the drain is post moves, the value of the post move. And it's not just here, it's also in the NBA.
It's universal.
It's universal, and it makes me a bit sad.
But Bush is doing a good job on the low post. He's one of the few players who really, his footwork is very impressive. And talking about impressive, Victor Bosire has just come into the game. He didn't need to warm up much. A long distance shot by him. Bienvenue to Gobert. Gobert trying his luck from beyond the arc. No luck. Valentine Nyakinda with the rebound. Mutoro trying to push the tempo. Ariel Local defending, evading the defenders rather, and misses from point blank, but Bush Wamukota is there to pick up the pieces.
Kenya Moran's doing an excellent job of grabbing the boards and pushing the ball on transition. Wamukota placing himself well right underneath the hoop, ready to clean up the rebounds and get into the position he's in right now. Free throws for Wamukota.
Dagi Jimana, who's just checked in for the Burundian side. So very quiet now National Stadium Basketball Gymnasium. Can sort of feel the tension. I think the crowd will start getting into it in the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter there. But Bush making amends for that first miss. Burundi are over the limit in terms of fouls. They have none to give. Any foul they make is going to be a free throw. Speaking of a free shot. Gobert had all day to cock that shot and make it. Valentine Yakinda showing some handling skills. Bush on the paint and goes up and makes a basket. And one. Let's take another look. And they've decided to be very physical with Bush.
Very nice spin move from Bush. You saw how he planted his feet so wide. There is no way the defender was going to get a piece of that. Just a piece of him. And that will take him to the free throw line. An opportunity to make this a 3-point play. Wamukota. Basket is good. Kenya Moran's looking very good at this in this first quarter as Victor Ochieng checks into the game for the Kenya Morans.
Victor Electric, guarding Jean. The mismatch here between Bienvenu and Valentine Yakinda, and he makes them pay. Kissing the shot off the glass for a deep three. Victor Electric Ochieng trying to turn the corner, losing the ball. Bienvenu with the ball, nice dish! Oh my goodness. And you can still hear the crowd buzzing from that missed dunk. Oh my goodness, let's take another look at Gobert.
Fidel, the Kenyan fans are the ones standing up and clapping for Gobert because they know just how impressive that feat was. Definitely a candidate for dunks that didn't go in.
You have a whole film reel on those dunks. Meanwhile, a foul there. Oh my goodness. Stadium is still buzzing from that dunk attempt. Bienvenu, the ever reliable Burundian player. Still Burundi ball, not a proper box out. But the Morans, nevertheless, they have to concentrate right now. Burundian ball, they're inbounding the ball to inbound. It's Gobert. Victor Bosire making it difficult for him. Baseline jumper, no good. Big rebound. This time a good box out by Bush Omukota. And Victor Bosire is off to the races. Jump ball. Good sportsmanship there, but...
good read from Hakizimana to be in position to snatch that ball away from Victor Bosire. It was a sloppy pass, but it does happen. And now, 50 seconds left on the clock. Ball in Hakizimana's hands. He gets it out to Bienvenu. Nice shot fake. He launches. Can't connect. Rebound recovered by Guibert. Nice feed. Burundi getting a lot of opportunities and just not capitalizing on them as Victor Bosire almost losing the ball again and loses it this time. An unnecessary no-look pass to Victor Ochieng, who had his arms down. He was not ready for that pass.
And Gobert with another three-pointer. My goodness. It's going to be a long night for the Kenya defenders. 26-22, a 4-point lead. 9 seconds to go. Ariel Lokal trying to work on the paint. Victor Electric Ochieng with a three-pointer, a bit short. He goes for his own rebound. And now is the time. End of the first quarter. 26-22. A very exciting day 4 of the FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifying tournament. All I got to say is, oh my goodness, keep it here for more action. Scores are right now 26-22. from the three-point line. And an energetic Griffin Legare. I don't know where he gets his energy from. Ever young, ever green. But that man right there has been the talk of the town for this Burundi side. Ball distribution has been better this time for the Morans, and Desmond Owili taking advantage of his size. Down low, you can see him putting that ball back. So far, so good for the Morans. Remember, their last game is tomorrow, game 12. And apologies, I have to say, I said game 4. It's day 4, game 11 today. Oh my goodness. Go back. No, pardon me. Bienvenue. Griffin Legare just from the free throw line. Pull-up jump and a big rebound there by Gobert, passing to Jean.
You can see the chemistry that's between these two guards, Fidel. Gobert only had to dribble that ball once, and he knew Hakizimana was going to be on the fly, ready to receive that long pass. Kenya Morans did a great job of containing the two of them in the first quarter. They're going to have to remember that there's still 3 quarters ahead of them and make sure that they slow them down offensively.
The Burundi fans in fine voice. And a foul was called, but a timeout has been called. Foul was called against Burundi on Bush Wamukota. But a quick timeout. Burundi lead this one by a solitary point, 27-26. Let's take it downstairs for a word or two from the coaches.
Then Guza pia wewe. We got to get number 6. So, yeah. Let's talk on guys. If they screen on us, 5. Jaribu kutoka kidogo to distract the shot. To distract the 3-point shot. Okay. So something else. Our akina nini mnaenda heads, but you're just standing. You're not staying here. You're open, but you're just standing na mnaenda. We got to find. Let's find you here. Stay kidogo. Ask for the ball. Then we go. Sawa.
1, 2, 3.
Let's take a look at the highlights. Look at that shot. Beautiful high arcing jumper there by Gobert. But not to be outdone is that young man, Bush Wamukota, showing the strength, ability, and athleticism despite the hard foul. And Eric Mtoro pointing at him saying, you know what, I told you can do this. But that man, cold-hearted from deep, Bienvenue, and they double team, triple team Bush Wamukota almost immediately. Contested jumper there by Eric Mtoro, doesn't go through. Trying to feed that one. Griffin Legare lead pass to Valentine. Nyakinda, he gets fouled.
Hakizimana knew what was coming, Fidel, and he wasn't for it. Taking a look at the replay there, he knew Valentine was about to slam it home. And he said not on his watch.
You see his eyes opening wide when he saw the lane.
No problem for Nyakinda, who makes his first free throw.
8:45 to go to the half. It's been a very entertaining game. Scores are tied at 27 points apiece. Bienvenue. Oh my goodness.
Bienvenue is a really strong player.
Very.
To be able to get that ball away from Bush Wamukota
He has that low center of gravity, you know.
requires immense strength.
Jean turning the corner, long distance 3, no good. Bad box out there by Okal. Big rebound. Ball is out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. Oh no, they call a foul. Is it a pushing foul? Yeah. It's an offensive foul against Burundi. Griffin, Bush at the top of the key. That's not his game. He has to relocate, and they call an illegal screen on Bush Wamukota. You can see why the drop of the elbow and shoulder. Just needed to stand upright. Back in the game is Victor Electric. Valentine Yakinda getting a breather. He will be needed later on. Nice drop off. Oh my goodness. Bienvenue. Nice recovery there by Griffin Ligare. Ball eventually goes to Victor Electric Cheng. Nice ball movement. Eric Mtoro, corner 3, no good. Nice box out by the Burundi side, and they're off to the races themselves. But nice interception, nice hands there by Victor Electric Cheng to recover on the defensive end.
You can see Kenya have scouted Burundi well. They're making sure that they're recovering quickly on defense. As soon as that shot goes up, you have at least 1 or 2 players at the halfway line ready to recover on defense. But Morans needs to do a better job with the rebounding situation as Guibert launches and gives Burundi a 3-point lead.
Bush Wamukota doing work on the paint, and that's what he's going to do every day. He knows the double team is coming. He knows the physicality down there. He's going to try and force a foul. He's not going to settle for jump shots. And the scores at the moment, Burundi with the advantage, a 3-point advantage, 30-27.
Wamukota gets both to go, shooting well from the free throw line tonight. And now it's Bienvenue with the ball on the wing. Victor Ochieng playing some great defense, and the ball will go in the Morans' favor. Great display of defense in general, really, from the Kenya Morans tonight. You can see Victor Ochieng not being phased by the quick hands of Bienvenue. Now it's a long pass to Guibert. Guibert behind the back layup. Tough play, tough move. But if there's one guy who's going to stick it on that floor, that is Guibert.
And a better move there by Bush Wamukota. And you can see what it means to him on the home base. Oh, nice drop of the shoulder there. Step through move off the glass, absorbing the foul, and just.
And Wamukota is about how tall, Fidel? 6'10", 6'11"? Yeah. He's doing such a great job of making sure his feet are wide when he's posting up. Making sure the defender is not able to get around him to get a piece of that ball. And then he has a really nice spin move that gets him right under the hoop. And it's easy for him to make that finish.
Not forgetting the soft touch. Oh, nice move there. In and out by number 8, Nziza Alvin. Alvin is a solid Burundi player. Griffin looking for the pass. Bush asking for isolation. Just to take a jumper. There was a wall in front of him. They wouldn't allow him to drive to the basket. Ball goes to Alvin, turn in the corner, trying to beat the defender. No good. Gobert for another 3, in and out. He was all alone, and you could see, he could hear the groans from the Kenyan fans. He was nervous. Oh, nice crossover move. Eric Mtoro. Let's take another look. Oh, now you see me, now you don't.
It's a nice skip to the hoop. Mutoro, the runner, is his signature move. such a nice teardrop as he gets the first free throw. Mutoro can't connect on the second. And Kenya leading now by half a basket. And this second quarter is moving so fast, Fidel. Blistering pace. Hakizimana. No go. What a steal from Guibert. And they couldn't convert that possession. But it's tough to know. Look at that replay. My goodness, he gets up there. And I don't think he's taller than 6 foot, Fidel.
No. Can really get up there. He has long arms as well. Griffin turning the corner. Open jumper, good. He sticks the 2. It's now a 3-point lead. And a foul on the floor. Referees consult. No basket. Holding foul on Victor Electric.
Burundi shooting well from the free throw. Generally a good shooting team, 77% from the charity stripe last night. Looking like they're going to put up the same numbers tonight.
Seems the referee's called a technical foul. To find out why. Oh, nice head fake. Step back. My goodness, this young man has really come to play. Griffin, 3-point shot, in and out. Rebound. Bienvenue. And they find Jean all alone for a 2-pointer, no good. Big rebound. And this pace must be hard on both sets of players. Nice find under the basket. And Ariel Lokal, no, Macchiadi, forgive me.
He thought he was pushed from the back, Fidel. It was tough to tell.
You can see him asking for a substitution.
He is tired. He is breathing heavily. And it's been a blistering pace these past 2 minutes, Fidel. You can see the double screen there for Ligare to get that shot. They've worked on it before, it's clear to see. Griffin Ligare, 3-pointer, giving Kenya 37 points. And those are the mistakes that an exhausted player makes. And you can see he's gone straight to the bench to have a seat as a timeout has been called. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Let's head on down to the floor and see if Burundi can upset Kenya's momentum.
Babagira double écran. Tout vikanye que le pivot. Bagira anticipe ugende ugalizira ngaha. Mwako mchamu kumimani kuberiki.
Ore nanuze wewe nanuze. Bavuze twavuganye gute? Iteka zibiri. Uyu mumena atira amatropo gute? Agiteka ayinjega. Mwebwe nababye aba babiri. Nana kimwe bariko baragira écran. Donc ni bariko baramenesa notre ano. Donc mwe mushobora parallel. Nababye ko mugenda hari. Pari nyuma yaho. Muri musi.
We may not understand the national language of Burundi, but from the intensity in the coach's voice, you can tell that he really wants the boys to improve what they've been displaying so far in second quarter. They've not been able to stop Griffin Ligari, who has been absolutely on fire so far in this half. Mike Macchiadi pushed a little bit from behind. No sweat for him. Knocks it down. Ligari on the wing. He's dancing with his defender. Kicks it out to Motoro. Motoro, look at the rim. Runner. Good move from Eric Motoro. And now with Jimbere Guibert on the bench, Burundi are going to have to look to their other players in the backcourt to score. As the Kenya fans come to life chanting defense. Burundi unable to convert in that possession. It's a nice rebound to find Desmond Owili. Point lead for the Kenya Morans, who are defending their home court with pride and with intensity. That's another foul on Valentine Nyakinda, his third, and he's probably going to have a seat. Fidel, Coach Cliff, I'm sure, wants to reserve him for the second half.
An interesting turn of events. All of a sudden it's a 10-point lead. Very intense game, this one. Everything to play for. And Silale Shani, as we get ready for Bienvenue's free throws, you mentioned something off mic, I guess, about Kenya Morans. Even if they win this game today, Burundi will make them work for it. And it might be a difficult ask come tomorrow, just 24 hours away, to turn around and meet a very solid South Sudanese team.
It's going to really come down to Coach Cliff's rotation, making sure that no player is too exhausted. And a challenge to the players on the floor to get a comfortable lead that will allow them to relax a little bit. That's great defense from Mike Macchiadi to contain the Burundian forward. And I think the momentum is definitely on the Moran side right now, Fidel.
It would seem so. And some of the fans who are a bit nervous before this game, maybe those fears have been allayed. Griffin getting the attention of Jean. Jean trying to force him left. Oh, nice move there. They kick it out eventually for a long distance three. And guess who's there? Fahim Juma, who's just checked into the game.
Those two players are no strangers to each other. They play in the same team here in Kenya. The Thunder. Griffin Ligari. Oh, Mike Macchiadi! He misses the dunk. He's there for the putback with support from Desmond Owili.
Oh my goodness. That would really have brought the house down. And the double team Gobert, and the ball touched the line. Oh, Macchiadi is so excited. High five the referee.
That was a close one, Fidel. That was a really close one. That referee must have binoculars.
Yeah, it was marginal, that decision, to be honest.
Very. But it definitely worked in the Kenya Morans' favor, who have extended this to a 15-point lead.
Macchiadi loose to the basketball. They're off to a fast break. Off the glass. Somehow, some way, the ball finds itself down the rabbit hole.
Not enough is said for the efforts that Bienvenue puts in his games, Fidel.
Oh, nice block there by the big man, Musoba Reji, on Dennis Owili. And they call another foul, this time on Fahim Juma. No, not a foul, the ball went out. And substitution coming in is Busho Mukota. Desmond Owili will sit down, have a breather. 49-36, 109 to go before halftime. Oh, Bienvenu, nice move behind his back, but close attention is paid to him by Victor Bosire. The ball moves to Gobert. Gobert has a mismatch with Fahim Juma. Young, nice feed there to Reggie. Reggie can't finish the basket. They come up with the ball. Griffin Ligare, baseline, goes to Victor Bosire, three-point shot. No good. Makiadi trying to press. They managed to escape the Kenya Moran stranglehold. Reggie, he sticks the two from the baseline. Burundi now reduce the deficit now. It's 49-38, still an 11-point lead. And Busho Mukota got nice position in deep, but couldn't stick the off the glass shot. But he goes to the free throw line to shoot two.
He's doing a really great job of getting in position, and the most favorable position for his height and size against this Burundian squad. Misses his first free throw, but I must say he has been doing pretty well from the free throw line tonight. Sticks the second, and it's now a 12-point lead for Kenya. 23 seconds left on the clock.
A nice defense there. You see the trap defense has started. Makiadi. Victor Bosire. Very solid defender. Oh, Gobert, nice no-look pass there. Finding the big number 7, Nihimbazwe St. Please. Griffins Ligare!
Right before the buzzer, Fidel. Griffins Ligare bringing the Kenyan fans to their feet, and it's really the right way to close out this first half, which distinctly belonged to Kenya. 53 points to Burundi's 40 points. And what a performance from the Kenya Morans, who are determined to make sure they get this victory. Wow, Fidel. Wow.
It's been an interesting one. At the moment, scores in Kenya's favor, the host country. As you can see on your screen, it's a FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifying tournament. End of the first half, Kenya 53, Burundi 40.
Must be greater.
for the second half of this very exciting game between Kenya and Burundi. That man right there, a factor, and that young man as well, Gobert and Bienvenue combining well to keep this game close in terms of Kenya's dominance. But Kenya would not be silenced. They started off slow, but now they really have the momentum in this game behind the likes of Griffin Ligare, who scored 10 points and has a plus-minus of plus 16. And Eric Mtoro carrying off from yesterday with a plus-minus of plus 22 with 11 points, shooting the ball well. Griffin Ligare shooting 50% from the three-point line. Silale Shani?
I mean, we have 3 players in double digits for the Kenya Morans, and that really is how they've been able to get such a boost offensively and get this 13-point lead. But for me, the Kenya Morans defense is what I'd like to speak about, and even though we can see the offensive plays on the highlight reel there, I think it's the Kenya Morans lockdown defense and ability to contain Jean Hakizimana and Guibert Nijimbire that has really allowed them to have this kind of lead. 4 points for Hakizimana, who's usually one of the top scorers. Guibert, tough man to contain. He has 13. But Kenya Morans really capitalizing on getting those points in the paint. 20 points in the paint. Bush, I'm sure, has scored most of those. He's one of the top scorers, as Fidel said earlier, at 10 points. 3 points of second chance points for Burundi, and that's because the Morans, again, doing such a great job on the rebounding end of things. 7 offensive rebounds for them, a total of 26. 17 rebounds for Burundi, and really Burundi's strength, we've seen it in previous games, is the transition offense. They've not been able to get into that rhythm in this particular game because of how the Kenya Morans have been playing defense. Only 11 fast break points for Burundi, Fidel.
When Kenya Morans doing their homework, the new Burundi would come in looking to take advantage of their transition offense. But so far so good for the Morans, taking care of business on the defensive end. We're heading into the third quarter, and there's all to do for both teams. It's the FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifier tournament, game 11 on day 4. Kenya lead this one by 13 points. To start things off will be the Morans. Morans who are in white, in case you didn't know. Burundi in red. Mutoro, top of the key, distributes the ball to Valentine Nyakinda, nowhere to go. He's going to take a shot from the top of the key, but no joy for him, barely grazes the front. And they call a foul on Eric Mutoro for reaching in, look surreptitiously, look at that. But the referees are very hawk-eyed. That man has been solid for Burundi, to be honest.
He's been solid throughout the tournament. I think some of the best guards across the board in this tournament have to be Guibert Nijimbire alongside Adnan Guled, who plays for Somalia.
Yeah.
Just outstanding point guards, in my opinion.
The backcourt of Kenya is not too shabby as well. Griffin Ligare looking for a cut in Desmond. And Desmond caught flat-footed there.
Speaking of point guards, Fidel, this was brought to my attention. I don't know why we didn't even think about it earlier. Where is Robert Nyakundi?
Interesting take.
Maybe he's being rested for tomorrow's game, as we see a nice tip in by Musoba, the big fella. Not too active in this particular game. 3 points in the first half. Looking to get more involved in the second.
It's interesting you say that. This is one of Kenya's biggest games, and he's not even on the bench. We'll update you on the situation. It's curious as to why He's not suited up.
Wamukota being fairly consistent from the free throw line tonight. And I'm sure that's really going to help Kenya in the long run. Back to an 11-point lead for the Morans.
Gobert, no hesitation, 3, too strong. Big rebound there, Griffin Ligare. Looking to spark the offense. Nice pass to Bush Wamukota. And should have gone straight up.
Musaba landed on him pretty badly.
These are hard fouls.
It is a hard foul. I think with the way that Bush is shooting from the free throw line, it's okay for him to have that pump fake.
True.
And as I say that, once again, he misses. We just really need to keep quiet when it's time to shoot free throws, Fidel.
The curse of the commentator is undefeated.
A 12-point lead for Kenya. Nice feed into the post. Valentine makes it count. Beautiful spin move.
This is the kind of game, if Kenya had their way, they would like to, by the end of the third quarter, create a comfortable gap so that maybe they can rest their starters for tomorrow. It's going to be a grueling Saturday. But it's still early days. You never know. Reggie, big move in the paint. And they do a good job of resetting. Oh, Jean all alone, corner 3, no luck for them. Valentine Nyakinda with the rebound. Griffin Ligare off for a fast break. Right idea there by Eric Mtoro. Poor execution.
Pass was just a little bit too late. The defense had already recovered. Should have taken a look at another option, but Kenya Morans stay with the ball on this end of the floor.
Turn in the corner, Eric Mtoro looking for Griffin Ligare. Griffin slipped there, had his man beat, but nice kick out to Valentine Nyakinda, who's going to drive baseline. Strong pass to Bush Wamukota, who was fouled, but the call travel. Turnover there. Burundi coming there this way. Jumper there, and Burundi needs to move the ball a bit more better if they are to stand a chance in this game. Oh my goodness, Griffin Ligare just nasty, straight up nasty. Nice dribble, and Bush Wamukota today. That's what we call self-motivational speaking.
Bush Wamukota having one of the best games he's had in the tournament, and you can hear him talking. What is he saying, Fidel?
Oh,
call
man.
me. He says call me, but call him for what? Call him for national team duties?
I didn't finish my lip reading classes. Big three-pointer there. Bush fighting for the rebound, getting away with the foul there, to be quite honest. Bienvenue, reaching all the way down, ball goes to him, turn in the corner, kicks it out, nice head fake, Guebert, corner 3, basket. Can you imagine Griffin Ligare got that ball, one of the shortest men on the court right now, Valentine Nyakinda, corner 3, and he makes it count.
Kenya Morans are on fire tonight, lighting up the gymnasium. There's a in between the legs pass by Guibert. It's stolen away. Mutoro now on the drive. Easy peasy for Mutoro. Takes it straight to the hole. And a timeout has to be called for the Burundian side. who have now dropped to 20 points. Kenya Morans came out of the blocks hot here in the third quarter, and as Fidel said, getting themselves a nice comfortable lead. Let's head on down to the floor and listen to what adjustments are going to be made.
C'est ça le problème. Ton homme prend vos hommes, point et trait. Mungeta kuona koriki.
Nabasabye mwebwe kumbe. Kinziza panier imwe bakinza zitatu. Mwe twavuga. Turose umupira defense so goal.
So it means if we get this guy ball here, it comes here. This guy is gonna get this shot here, wide open here. So.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Nice ball distribution. And Valentine Nyakinda, I believe it wasn't a three. His foot was on the line. But nevertheless, he was deadly from way above his comfort zone. And bringing the fans to their feet. But this Burundi side is not going to quit. 6:17 to go. Jean, top of the key. Gobert. Almost every offensive possession for Burundi has to pass through Gobert. Ball finally on Reggie. A nice block there by Bushwa Mukota. The ball going to Valentine Nyakinda.
I love it, Fidel. I love the energy in this gymnasium. I love the way Kenya Morans are playing Valentine Nyakinda. Such a beast move. And you can look at his teammates getting hype. You know how your teammate makes a move,
yeah,
and you feel like you've done it.
In another life, Bushwa Mukota will be a motivational speaker. At the moment, Kenya Morans running away with this one.
I believe the physicality is just too much for Burundi to handle. We're talking about how Burundi are one of the more physical teams in this tournament, but when Kenya Morans decide, they can't be pushed around, as Guibert finally getting Burundi a field goal.
One had to go down. Okal distributing the ball to Griffin Ligare. Pull-up jumper, a bit short. Fighting for the rebound is always that man, number 15, Ariel Okal. Certainly knows his role in the team. And just like a goalkeeper, Bushwa Mukota dives on the floor to try and intercept that pass. Take another look. Oh. Manchester United's David De Gea would be proud of that one. Are you a Man U fan?
I don't watch English Premier League football, Fidel.
Commiserations.
But if I did, I would not be a Man U fan.
Wow. United fans have just been served.
And Fidel, I do have an update on Robert Nyakundi. I understand that he actually had his grandmother's funeral today. He traveled to Kisii, but he will be back for tomorrow's game, so we do send our condolences to him and his family.
It's always amazing to see athletes performing at this level when they're going through personal challenges like those ones. And I'm sure his head was not going to be here anyway, you know.
It's tough. It's tough. But I think you have to always prioritize, and respecting your family is always a big priority. But back to matters on the floor. Bushwa Mukota continuing his reign in the paint. We take a look at the replay there. Nice spin move up against three defenders. Call him. He's available.
I don't know about all that, but he's dialing it in. He's dialing it in from the free throw line. Bushwa Mukota can actually score 30 points easily from the free throw line.
Shooting so well tonight. And now Bienvenu with the ball. Gets it into the post.
Oh, nice bank shot there. My goodness. He had to sky up really high and kiss it off the glass with a gentle touch.
Nihimbazwe. Please. Not a bad game. That's good defense from
Nice
the Burundi
defensive
side.
recovery there by Eric Mutoro. Seems like he's everywhere. Griffin Ligare, corner 3. He makes it count and he gets low fives, high fives from the bench. Brings the fans to their feet. And the Morans at their devastatingly best. And another steal. Eric Mutoro for the fast break. Valentine Jakinda slamming it home. Gobert. No luck this time. Nice pocket pass, too hot for Bush. And Burundi come away with a break, easy peasy. Jean all alone, no challenge whatsoever. It's now 74-51, 3:14 to go to the end of the third. And Victor Bosire has been prepped to come in. I'm thinking Griffins Ligare will take a breather. Trap defense there.
And Fidel, are you happy with the rotation that we've seen so far with the Kenya Morans, especially in light of what we discussed earlier? Facing South Sudan tomorrow.
Yes.
South Sudan completely obliterating Tanzania 115-60. They didn't even start their starting five. Like, starting five
Yeah.
was the second string.
Yeah.
Tenny Puat did not even get any game time despite having 33 points the next day. So they're going to be fresh
Going
tomorrow.
to be fresh. So I'll tell you this. My answer is in two parts. As we take a look at a three-pointer by Victor Bosire, who's fading away on that shot. No chance for him. Oh, and he recovers. What a wonderful steal. Ball goes to Valentine off the board. No luck, but they recover the ball. Possession steal. Morans, nice teardrop there, and it counts for that man, Eric Mutoro. Just to answer your question before I lose my train of thought, I'm not really happy about the rotation that Burundi have. They're heavily dependent on Gobert and Bienvenu. And you can see Gobert on the bench right now. He's out of gas. He's out of it. I know he's a star player, but he's really out of it. Speaking about the Kenya Morans, they really need to be fresh for tomorrow's game. South Sudan had the advantage today. You could say they had an easier opposition in terms of a Tanzanian side with a roster of 6. South Sudan with a roster of 15, and all 15 players playing at a higher level. They had the option of resting all their stars. So it's tricky. Kenya could not do the same. They needed to come into this game strong. And a foul there, an interesting foul, because it's going to be 3 shots at the free throw line for Ninziza Alvin.
Fahim Juma didn't close out too well. And Dinziza Alvin.
Hope I
Feeling
answered
the
your
pressure.
question though.
You did your best, Fidel. Second basket is good for Ninziza. $53 points for Burundi. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, where the Kenya Morans have absolutely dominated. I'm sure it's been the longest third quarter of Burundi's life. Mike Macchiati with a nice shot fake. Beautiful baseline J. And everyone's getting involved in the Kenya Morans.
Nice drive on the baseline and a nice dish, but you see what it means for the Morans. 3 players jumping up on the player. Nice feed by Bienvenu. And he just got mugged there. Nihimbazwe Saint. Not a very recently foul. And coming to the bench is Bushwa Mukota. Eric Mtoro is also going to have a rest. Victor Electrical Cheng checking in. Desmond Owili as well. They miss both free throws, but they get the rebound. No, Desmond Owili gets the rebound. And a nice heads-up play by Jean to deny a fast break opportunity for Victor Bosire. Fahim Juma is also checked into the game. Small forward who can really shoot the ball well from beyond the arc. Plays for the Thunder right here in Nairobi. Makiadi. Fahim Juma forcing the issue, no good. Makiadi is there for the rebound. They call a foul. Yes, they do. Let's take another look. Nice fight for the rebound. In another life, he could have been a ballet dancer.
It's good
On his
balancing
tippy
act.
toes.
But Makiadi is fouled hard. Kenya are now in the bonus. He'll shoot 2. Makiadi gets the second one. And it's now 79-53 in the Morans' favor. Burundi maxed out their fouls.
A peace treaty has just been signed between Desmond Owili, number 7 rather, Nhimbazwe Saint, and are still there by Victor Electrical Cheng. They're off to the races. Goes to Bosire. Fahim Juma, long three-pointer, in and out. My goodness. Alvin. Bienvenu trying to lose Victor Bosire. Victor Bosire doing enough to stop him. The thing I like about Bienvenu's game, he doesn't complain much. He doesn't look at the referees, although he felt like there was contact there. Business as usual for him.
I think he also didn't complain because he wasn't confident in that move as well. He knew he was tired. I think he should have dished it out instead of taking that shot. As we see Victor Bosire turn over the ball, trying to give a pass to Victor Ochieng. Ochieng. Now on D. Burundi really trying to work their way into the paint. And it's so hard against the likes of Desmond Owili, Bush Wamukota, and Mike Makiadi, who you saw on the other end of the floor.
Lot of contact there. Can't deny there was a foul. And Kenya right now over the limit. Both teams actually over the limit with 18 seconds to go. Remember, every quarter has its foul limits. So it doesn't really matter that much with 18 seconds to go. Owili with the rebound. Look at him go like a freight train. Nice pass to Fahim. Fahim contorting himself and banking that shot. It's now an 81-54 lead. 4 seconds to go. He has to put up a shot real fast if he can do it. No basket. They don't count it. Should have thrown it up in the air. But that being said, a wonderful third quarter performance by the Morans, and you can see it on the scoreline. The FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifier tournament happening in Nairobi, Kenya, the Nyayo National Stadium Basketball Gymnasium this evening. It's Kenya 81, Burundi 54. getting back to the game. Oh, and Victor Bosire got a hard slap on the face inadvertently. I know that might come back to haunt Gobert later on, knowing Victor Bosire well. It's an elbow, inadvertent elbow to the nose. He was apologetic, but he continued with the game as he should have done.
As we've been talking about earlier, Fidel, is a lot of sportsmanship on display throughout the tournament. I don't think he's going to come back for revenge. And just as I say that, Victor Cheng dramatically falls to the ground. Take a look at that replay.
Oh, okay.
When did you say the Oscars were?
They're this Sunday, actually. No, next month, February. Oscars.
It's okay. It was a
Golden Globes were last weekend.
It was a hard
They
foul.
missed on that one.
It's a good call from the referee. Now Victor Cheng needs to make these count.
Technical foul. It's a flagrant foul. Makes the second one count. Foul on Jimana, number 11. It was just the nature of the foul that didn't sit right with the referees, but nothing too malicious. Seen this tournament being officiated really well. Makiadi, top of the key. Finds Fahim, Juma Fahim has to kick it out. Makiadi needs to make a decision. 5 seconds to go. Shot clock running out. Bienvenue with the rebound. Nice floater. Moran's doing a good job not to foul him there.
And Bienvenue also doing a good job of making sure he releases that ball really high up to get over the hands of the defenders. Doesn't want to Willie with the fadeaway. Kenya's Australian import.
A very physical game. My goodness, a hard foul by Makiadi. Take a look at that one more time. 2 free throws coming up for Gobert. And the spelling is not the same as Utah Jazz center Gobert.
It's pronounced Guibert.
Yeah, Gobert. 8:52.
So cool under pressure.
Bosire, Owili, handoff. Nice one. Gets the ball. 18 feet jumper, no good. Big rebound there by Victor Bosire to follow up that shot. Temerity. Too much on that shot by Victor Electric. And they're off to the races. They always give the ball back to Guibert. This young man.
It's amazing that he can still take those shots at this stage in the game. At the pace they've been going, Fidel.
Loose ball there. Nice interception by Victor Electrico Cheng. It was otherwise a 2-on-1 situation, giving his teammates a chance to get back on D. Gobert from deep. Not this time round. Nice contest, but it doesn't matter. We've seen a mini comeback here. A foul by Burundi, number 7, Himbazwe.
Victor Bosire inbounds to Ochieng. Juma at the top of the key, getting it to Mike Makiadi in the post. A bit too slippery for him. Can't keep his hands on the ball, and he loses it. Possession will now go to Burundi. Guibert now with the ball. He kicks it out to Bienvenu, who's wide open for the three. Manages to get his own rebound. Such a strong player.
Oh my goodness. Nice pass there to Reggie. And Burundi is slowly chipping away at this lead. Victor Bosire reaching away at the shot clock. Fahim Jumatan in the corner. Finally Makiadi, three-pointer, not his strong suit. Big rebound, Desmond Owili. Dangerous pass there. Victor Electrico Cheng. No. Moran's doing a good job at rebounding the ball. Burundi not boxing out well.
They really are, Fidel. They out-rebounded Burundi 26-17 at the half, and I think that narrative has continued as a timeout has been called by the Kenya Morans. 84-67 is the scoreline, and you can see it on your screens right there. Let's head on down to the floor and hear what the coaches have to tell their players.
Call. You just guys, let's run the offense. Okay. You're in. Push your back in for Desmond. And then Fidel for Michael. Michael, okay. Mike check.
Take a look at the highlights. Look at that. Nice fake there to split the defense. Freed up Reggie down below. There's nothing the Kenya Morans defense could do there. 2 free throws coming up for Makiadi. And nice rivalry going on between the Kenyan and Burundi fans. So good, it's all love, as they say. Makiadi perfect from the line, 2 for 2.
Fidel Okoth, a fan favorite here in Nairobi, Kenya, is on the floor. I believe he is the youngest player on the team, Fidel.
Yes, he is. I was about to join them and become the oldest player on the team. But, Coach Cliff Orr said, you know, Fidel, for your sake.
Their standards, Fidel.
The standard. I love that, the standards. Speaking of standards, that man plays basketball at a very high standard. Eric Mtoro, cold-hearted from deep, extending this lead by Kenya, 89-68, 6:05 to go. Nice head fake. Alvin, pull-up jumper, no good. Big rebound there. Busho Mukota and Griffin Ligare, who's also back in the fold. Tries to push the envelope. Eric Mtoro, hit check. Nope.
Okoth trying to grab the rebound. And now it's 2-on-1. Kick out to Guibert. Guibert creates some space. Can't get that three-point shot to fall. And Griffin Ligare hit pretty hard in the face. We'll take a look at that replay. Griffin Ligare has, I don't think he broke his nose, but I remember at the Africa City Challenge, he had a very bad face injury that actually took him out of the game, and he was wearing a face mask for some time.
Yeah.
We almost forgot what his face looked like without a face mask. And so I know that he's a bit apprehensive about that kind of contact. You can see his eyes watering.
His thoughts must have gone to that injury immediately. such a warrior, such a played through injuries numerous times.
He's one of those teammates that you want to take into any kind of battle with you. Do you think it's time for him to retire, or until the wheels fall off?
I want to be entertained, man. Like, and I'm sure young fans coming up want to see this man play the game of basketball, and I think that knock really affected his shooting. And Alvin is very apologetic. You can see him talking to Griffin. And he gets a substitution. He goes to the bench. They need to check on him. Still more games to be played in this tournament. It's day 11. Nice. Feed for Fahim. Fahim makes the most of it. Trap defense coming through. Nothing phases Bienvenu. Oh, nice no-look pass. Bienvenu, step back three, under contest, and he makes it. Contested three-pointer there by Bienvenu. Bushwa Mukota, triple teamed. He answers right back. Oh my goodness.
Burundi just haven't been able to crack this 20-point lead, Fidel. And that in part is because of Kenya Moran's defense, but we also have to give credit to Bushwa Mukota, who's been an absolute threat in the low post for the Kenya Morans. Fahim Juma now going all the way. He's fouled, but it's an and one. And Fahim Juma, one of the youngest players on this Kenya Moran squad, showing us how it's done. Cool under pressure.
Telling you, Bush is a motivational speaker. That's his next profession. When he retires, hangs up his sneakers, should write a book or two, have a book tour, talk to players, motivate them, try to dial it in, as you said earlier. A miss by Fahim. They call a foul, a pushing foul on Fidel Okoth. It's a Burundi ball, 95-72, 4:16 to go. Burundi in the penalty, they're over the limit. Any foul committed here now, henceforth, is a free throw. Gilbert driving baseline. I don't know how he found him, and it's a goaltending. 2 points. Let's take another look. Nice feed there. Goaltend. Number 15 scoring that basket. Bujeje Romy. They leave Eric Mtoro all alone. I wonder what they were thinking.
Good decision from Victor Bosir to slow things down a bit. This time the Burundi defense is too much for Bushwa Mukota. Jean Hakizimana fouled hard on his way to the hoop, and you can see he knew it.
(95-74). Jean, clever, using his body, tried to protect himself, leaning towards the plan. You can see a wry smile on his face. He knew what he was doing.
I mean, Mutoro bailed him out. There was nowhere he was going to go. He started his steps way too far from the basket. And a substitution has been made. Eric Mutoro out, Victor Ochieng, number 8, in.
I think that's the last we've seen of Eric Mtoro for this game. Victor Electric coming in. You can see the concern on the technical bench for Burundi. Trying to work up a play. Nice drive, but a foul on the floor. Let's take another look. Nice fake, but a contact from Fidel. Romy again.
Romy misses the first shot. And the Kenya fans giving him a tough time as he tries to get the second one, unsuccessful. It's a tip and a turnover for the Kenya Morans. Completely unnecessary. There was no pressure on the ball. Jean Hakizimana now bringing the ball up. Good sticky defense from Victor Bosire. But the ball is not lost. Guibert now taking Fahim Juma. He finds his way into the paint. Tries to get Musaba involved. And now Bosire gives a wild pass to Victor Cheng. Juma! No luck for him. Unnecessary. Why, Fidel? And he's going to shoot. That's Burundi are in the bonus.
The temptation is sometimes as a player to just reach in to grab onto something, but you have to have that discipline to just ignore it.
Once the player has beaten you, he's ahead of you.
Yeah. One player who plays perfectly when it comes to that is Eric Mtoro. He will not foul unnecessarily. In that situation, he'll back off. He knows there's help defense coming his way. There's no need to foul on the other end of the basket. This puts your team under pressure just a little bit. I know Kenya Morans have a healthy lead. And substitutions. Fahim Juma having a breather while Valentine Nyakinda comes in. Victor Bosire trying to tiptoe his way to the baseline. Victor Electrico Cheng doing a good job to recover that ball. Corner three by Victor Bosire. No big rebound there. Fidel caught his first basket of the night. And you can see what it means to his teammates. You can hear what it means to the fans. Great support for the young fella, the youngest player on the team.
And the motivational speaker right there to hype him up, Fidel. Okoth getting great support from the fans. Kenya now 98 to Burundi 75 points, 23-point lead for the home side. There's not too much Burundi can do in these last couple of minutes, but that doesn't stop Guibert from giving us a show, Fidel.
Guibert, for me, I'll have to say, so far, he's been one of the best guards in this tournament. From his playmaking abilities, from his shot selection, everything is just the total package, to be quite honest. And Musoba Reji taking a seat. Valentine Nyakinda kicks it out. Fidel Okoth. And you kind of had a feeling that that shot will bring the house down.
You can see who the favorite player on the Kenya Moran squad is.
My goodness, you can barely hear each other.
And I think Fidel Okoth has some blood on his elbow. We'll have to wipe it off. Now would not be the time for Coach Cliff to sub him out. And they'll give him a bit of time to get sorted out as Ariel Okal checks back into the game.
And there goes the motivational speaker in the form of Bushwa Mokota. How to Achieve Your Goals by Bushwa Mokota is out on DVD. I'm just seeing the headlines. Bigger picture, bigger picture. Anyway, we move on. Victor Bosire, area local, bad pass there, intercepted by Burundi. Jean all alone. And you can see the Kenyan players just backing away slowly. 1:45 to go, 101 to 77. A healthy lead. You don't want to get injuries right now. Slow it down. Victor Electric chain corner 3, too strong. Valentine Yakina can't handle the rebound. And Gibert, nice hesitation move, nice reverse layup. Not too kind, and official timeout. We have an injury on the floor. Jean seems to be uncomfortable. Something tweaked something.
He's very slow to get up. Seems to be in a lot of pain. You can see that he has some tape on that left leg, and that's the leg that seems to be bothering him. There's a brief pause on the floor. One minute, 20 seconds left to go here in this game. Kenya across the 100-point mark. We've talked about how high scoring the games are in this tournament. It's been a good level of competition as Kenya with an unforced turnover. Ball goes back to the Burundi side. Fidel Okoth checks back into the game, much to the delight of the Kenya fans. Youngest player on the Moran squad. Already 5 points in the game.
Oh, nice drive, beautiful drive to the basket there. Burundi still up for a game, 58 seconds to go. They just need to slow it down. No need to rush it. Trying to get the ball to Fidel Okoth, I think the most popular Kenyan player on the court.
But he forgot he was wide open.
Oh, nice pass there. A few loose passes by the Morans right now, but who can blame them? Look at that, commanding 101 to 81 lead. 20-point lead, 50 seconds to go. Kenyan fans in fine voice. Makiadi.
Silly turnover from Makiadi. And Kenya need to stay in this mentally until the final whistle. Burundi trying to get a final basket for the game. Not if the Morans have anything to say about it. They're making it very difficult for them to score.
Nice ball movement by Burundi. Nowhere to go. Finally, they throw up a prayer, and the prayer is answered. Number 15, Bujeje Romi. Makiadi, top of the key, three-pointer. No luck for him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Final buzzer has gone on day 11, rather game 11 of day 4. The FIBA Afro Basket 2021 pre-qualifying tournament. It's party time for the Kenyan fans as Kenya take this game 101 to 83. And let's take a look at some of the highlights from this game. It was a fun night at the Nyayo National Stadium. Friday night basketball is back, and in a big way. Speaking of big way, Eric Mtoro was massive in the first half, but this guy for Burundi, combination of Guibert and Bienvenu, were a lot to handle for the Kenyan defense, but somehow, some way, they managed to do so. Valentine Nyakinda with 2 of his points, Griffin Legare doing his bit, Desmond Owili and Bushwa Mukota, who was massive in terms of his rebounding effort, in terms of going to the free throw line. Not to be left behind, Valentine Nyakinda, as I said earlier, he can really shoot the ball from distance. And the person who can go the distance, Eric Mtoro, was solid after a 31-point performance yesterday. Showed the spirit and the resilience of the home team, but Guibert had a lot to say about this game. Very solid player. Nice hook shot there by number 7, Alvin. Griffin Rigare, a veteran of this national team, showing consistency.
Valentine Nyakinda, I'm tempted to call him the rim punisher. He's been so active around the rim, and let's take a look. Some of the top scorers for this game. The Kenya Morans were led by number 14, Bushwa Mukota, who had a double-double tonight, 19 points and 10 rebounds. A great effort from him, literally unstoppable in the paint. Next after him at 18 points is Eric Mutoro, who continues to prove why he's a force to be reckoned with in this tournament for Burundi. Despite efforts from Kenya Morans to contain this fantastic player, Guibert Nujimbire, 23 points, an outstanding effort from him. And he was supported by Bienvenu, number 6, with 17 points and 4 rebounds. But really, we have to commend the Kenya Morans on their defensive capabilities and what they've been able to do tonight, containing Burundi to just 48% shooting from the 2-point field goal area and 32% from the 3-point field goal area. Did an excellent job on the boards. Kenya Morans out-rebounding Burundi 48-32. An outstanding game for the Kenya Morans. I'm sure many a fan in this gymnasium are hoping they carry this energy into tomorrow's matchup. Kenya will take on South Sudan at an evening game. But there'll still be other games that you can enjoy before that one. Those are the statistics on your screens. And what an effort from Kenya, shooting 60% from the 2 points. And a slightly better effort from the free throws. But really, as I said earlier, this game goes to the Morans because of their defensive effort. They made the right adjustments. Burundi have known as a physical team. And that will bring us to the end of this broadcast. That's the final score on your screens. Kenya 101, Burundi 83. From myself and the Mad Goat crew, we wish you a good evening. Be safe.